Let's look at the answers in Delphi. So this was the interface that was given, and we had these three buttons. Let's double click 2.2.1, temporary employees. And in this case, you were given some code. And what this code did was it created tabs for you so that you could get neat columns when the values were printed. There was no need for you to interfere with that code, and you were expected to write your code at this point. So as we had stated, you need to go to the first record, and then you needed your loop while not tbl employees.end of file. You needed to make your check tbl employees permanent equals false, and at that stage you then needed to display the information in your rich edit. And once that is finished, another very important statement is to ensure that tbl employees.next takes the pointer to the next record in your table. As I had indicated earlier, you could have used a for loop instead of the while loop, in which case you would have said for I assign the value 1 to tbl employees dot record tbl employees dot record count. I'm not getting my IntelliSense. Let me quickly go and declare my variable I. Type integer, and now I'm going to go tbl record, and there we are. So that's going to give me record count. That's what I want. And that's going to serve the same purpose as while not end of file. And it's going to loop through all of the records. And in looping through it, it's going to make the check and then move to the next record. If we look at 2.2.2, add an employee. In this case, you'll see we go into insert mode. And we then make the changes to each of the fields, and then we post, which saves the record. Finally, 2.2.3, update deductions. We first go into edit mode because we are changing an existing record. That means we are editing it. And there it is. This is your 1%. And this is adding it to the existing value. And that combined answer is then being stored back into the table. Another way of solving this, you could have went straight TBL deductions times 1.01. If you think about 1.01, the 1 is getting back the original amount, and the 0.01 is getting the 1%. So that would have been another way, a shorter way of solving it. Let's run the application. And you will now see we are doing question 2.2. And if we click on temporary employees, these are all the temporary employees that we have. And these are the number of children that each of them have. And then add an employee. If I had to click on add an employee, you will see that the employee is being added. You will notice that this program was run multiple times, and I've clicked on it more than once, and you will see it has entered this particular record multiple times. The reason it's allowing it to enter multiple times because each time the record is being entered, a different employee number is being generated. So they are being seen as having unique, or they are seen as being unique records. Finally, update deductions. So if we look at the deductions here, this is referring to the TBL payments, and we're working with the deductions. If I click on update deductions, you will see the first record 109 is 27240. When I click on it, that has now increased for that particular record. So if I want to increase this particular record, I click on that, click on update deductions, and then you will find that this now changes. Similarly, if I click on that particular record, I click on update deductions, this figure here will only be